Right, good morning everyone. Welcome back. We are also back on site after a couple of hiccups, but in any case, we were given the go-ahead to install this gate motor as it should be done. So let's quickly do a recap on the running of it. So like the tenant states, then it works, then it doesn't work, then it works, then it doesn't work. Let me come sit down. You can see how it's vibrating. There you can see the gates forcing onto it. And yeah, I think we're gonna get a lekker big surprise on what was used as a base. Stay tuned. Now busy taking the gate motor apart, and that battery is wet, and wow, and that all battery acid. Yeah, so it's been leaking good. There you can see. Great stuff. Interesting to see that the battery acid kept on leaking out, and the initial D5 Smarts have got a dipstick in it, and you can see how it ate away, the battery acid ate away on the casing. So we'll just make sure that the oil level is filled up correctly. At least it looks good on the dipstick. So it's one thing to consider, leaking batteries. Alright, so we've unbolted the motor. You can see it there in the background. And look at this base plate. Look how it was installed. So there's got a welding spot here on the side. It's got a welding spot here in the center. Small there, and a small section on that side. And that's not sturdy enough to keep this gate motor from, or to keep it in place so it doesn't vibrate. It's never going to stay in a good position when it's done like this. Right, let's go get it cut off and see what's on the bottom. Right, here's another look. It was welded on there, it was welded between there, small patch there, and on the side. Now, if you look closely at the steel, oh goodness, alright, there's not much left of it. Look how rotten it is. Oops. What does it leave you with? So the gate motor was basically running on those pieces of steel. Yeah. Alright, let's not talk about it. Let's get our steel foundation plate in and see that we get this gate motor running smoothly as it should be. Okay, so we've welded the steel platform into position. We had to cut a bit into the concrete. We had a great piece of steel tubing that's been concreted into concrete, and it's still looking great. So we cut the slot, and then we submerged it back into it, and then we welded it. So we have a great platform onto which we can mount our gate motor. We did also consider possible flooding from the garage side, but it's obviously not a concern. So we don't just always submerge steel base plates to where we want it. We will always consider rain and storm water on any installation. What we've also done is we've got a coach screw that's drilled down into concrete, and we've welded that. So good luck in trying to get this steel platform out. Now we're ready to weld the gate motor into position. Okay, so we're currently here. We're going to weld the gate motor into position. So what we're looking at is the spacing between the gate motor pinion gear and the steel sliding gate. Steel sliding gate is quite of a banana, which means is the startup sections. Just get closer to you. Right. We look here, the spacing between the pinion gear and the steel gate is a certain distance, and as you move the gate, this distance decreases, and that's why I'm referring to them as banana gates. And that's not such of a concern, because you just take brackets here and you adjust the brackets to get everything still in place. So if you look here on the front, you can basically see that the gate motor is level. Just going to spot weld it into position. But yeah, it's level on all axes. And right, let's get it done. Right, there you can see that the steel base plate has been spot welded into position on the foundation plate. I just want to quickly show you guys that the previous installer obviously didn't know what he was doing, or didn't want to take all of the effort in removing the gate motor again, or how they melted the plastic casing of the gate motor when they welded it down. And that's why what we do. You spot weld it into position, then you weld it down, then you paint it, then you put the gate motor onto the steel base plate, move it into position, and then you bolt it down. That's the sweet and the short of it. Right, steel base plate has been painted, all the welded areas. Next up, these adjuster bolts, but plastic. That's why we remove them, because we weld so much that it will melt them away. They get on first. Next up, put your gate motor onto it. You can see this is the one that had the acid leaking onto it. Not much that we can do about it. It's not a commonly found nut. Goes in there. One goes in there. And then your spring washers. Don't forget your spring washers. Any object that's vibrating will vibrate loose. And then your normal nuts. On all of them, I'm just switching up. Bolts doesn't look too bad, the ones with the acid. Okay, so we're now going to just quickly hand tighten them, and then set up the gate motor where we want it, and then bolt it down. Right, there you can see gate motors level on that axis. Just gonna quickly move around come around like this, you can see. And then the other thing I want to show you is that the gate motor is parallel to the steel sliding gate. Just want to quickly close it. Right, we're going to quickly open it. You can see. So our gate rail will always be parallel with the gate motor. Right, what we're looking at here is that the gate motor is upright and parallel to the steel sliding gate. So we're going to quickly start closing the steel sliding gate. You'll see that the gate and the gate motor pinion gear spacing differs, but it's not such a concern for us because the steel gate rail is going to be welded parallel with the steel sliding gate motor and not with the steel sliding gate. So your gate rail is always going to be running correctly onto the gate motor pinion gear. So with all of this done, gate motor has been bolted down, it's level, standing upright, we're going to quickly weld the steel gate rail onto the steel sliding gate. Right, we're quickly painting the steel gate rail. It's been welded on. It's been a difficult one due to uneven joints in the ground track. But remember to connect your earth wire as Centurion wants it. You can just use a half nut and just nip it tight there. So basically we're ready to fit all of the electronics back and do the setup again on the gate motor. Right, we're done with all of the connections. We're just checking the battery charging voltage to see that it is correct. So we're happy with that, 27.6. Going to disconnect it. You can hear that the controller card is upset. It's not detecting its batteries. Alright. What we've also done, welded in the steel bracket. We've secured the day-night switch in the upright position. So we're all done. We're just going to quickly make a test video. We've painted all of the welded areas primer paint. So that's good, just like it should be done. Alright, let's quickly have a look. See here on the front that the steel gate rail is bent upwards in a distinct manner. That's because the gate ground track is moving up and down. So there you have it. Repairs done right the first time. You can see the day-night switch bracket was welded into position and we've painted it. So let's quickly test it. There you can see that the gate motor is standing dead still. It's not vibrating at any point in time. I'll just quickly stand here. If you go to the beginning of the video, you'll see how the gate motor did respond and how it did bend over and hop while it was operating the steel sliding gate. There you can see it's running smoothly. just what you want. What you need to do is you contact the experts. You call Pottie 083 778 2288. You can check out smartgates.co.za. You can check out Exquisite Security. We do it right first time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all of the support. Much appreciated. Stay tuned. We've got some interesting videos coming up in future. Thanks, guys.